Welcome to another episode of English for Everyone, the podcast where we help you become your most confident self. I'm David, your host, and I'm joined today by our amazing co-host, Sarah. Hey, Sarah.
Hey, David. Hi, everyone. I'm thrilled to be here. Today, we're diving into a crucial topic, confidence. We'll discuss what it means, the challenges you might face, and how to overcome them. Ready to get started, David?
Absolutely, Sarah. Confidence is vital in our lives, yet many struggle with it. Let's begin by exploring why confidence is so important. Sarah, what are your thoughts?
Well, David, confidence impacts every aspect of our lives. It influences how we interact with others, how we perform at work or school, and even how we perceive ourselves. Without confidence, we may miss opportunities or feel stuck. Think about it. If you don't believe in yourself, how can you expect others to?
That's so true. Confidence isn't just about feeling good. It's about taking action and making things happen. But let's be honest, it's not always easy. What are some common challenges people face when trying to build confidence?
Great question. One of the biggest challenges is self-doubt. People often question their abilities and fear failure. They might think, what if I mess up? Or, what if I'm not good enough? It's crucial to remember that everyone makes mistakes. Failure is simply a part of the learning process.
Absolutely. Self-doubt and comparison can be confidence killers. But the good news is, there are solutions. Let's talk about some strategies to overcome these challenges. Sarah, what's the first step to building confidence?
The first step is self-awareness. You need to understand what's holding you back. Is it fear of failure? Negative self-talk? Once you identify the root cause, you can start addressing it. For example, if negative self-talk is your issue, try to catch those thoughts and reframe them positively. Instead of saying, I can't do this, try saying, I'm going to give this my best shot.
That's a great point. Another important strategy is setting small, achievable goals. When you accomplish these goals, no matter how small, it gives you a sense of achievement and boosts your confidence. It's all about building momentum. For example, if you want to be more confident in public speaking, start by practicing in front of a mirror or with a friend. Gradually work your way up to speaking in front of larger groups.
Exactly, David. And don't forget the power of body language. Standing tall, making eye contact, and speaking clearly can make a huge difference in how you feel and how others perceive you. Think about it. If you're slouching and avoiding eye contact, you're sending a message that you're not confident. But if you stand tall and make eye contact, you're sending a message that you're confident and in control. Sometimes you have to fake it till you make it.
I love that, Sarah. Body language is definitely a game changer. Another tip is to surround yourself with positive people. Being around supportive and encouraging individuals can really help boost your confidence. If you're surrounded by people who are constantly putting you down, it's going to be hard to feel confident. But if you're surrounded by people who believe in you, it's going to be much easier to believe in yourself.
Yes, your environment plays a big role in your confidence levels. And lastly, practice self-compassion. Be kind to yourself. Everyone makes mistakes and has setbacks. It's important to learn from them and move forward without being too hard on yourself. If you make a mistake, don't beat yourself up about it. Just learn from it and move on.
Those are fantastic tips, Sarah. So, to recap, building confidence involves self-awareness, setting small goals, using positive body language, surrounding yourself with positive people, and practicing self-compassion. Now let's talk about being assertive. How can people assertively tackle their tasks?
Being assertive means expressing your thoughts and needs clearly and respectfully. It's about finding a balance between being too passive and too aggressive. Start by being clear about what you want and why it's important. Use I statements to take ownership of your feelings and needs. For example, instead of saying, "You're always interrupting me," try saying, "I feel interrupted when you talk over me."
That's right. And don't be afraid to say no when necessary. It's important to set boundaries and prioritize your own needs. Also, practice active listening. When you listen to others, it shows respect and helps build mutual understanding, which can make you more confident in expressing yourself. Active listening means paying attention to what the other person is saying, both verbally and non-verbally. It also means asking clarifying questions and summarizing what you've heard.
Great advice, David. And remember, assertiveness is a skill that takes practice. Don't be discouraged if it feels uncomfortable at first. The more you practice, the more natural it will become. Think of it like learning a new language. At first it might feel awkward, but with practice it becomes easier and more natural.
Absolutely, Sarah. Now let's talk about a related topic: self-esteem. Self-esteem is often confused with confidence, but they're actually quite different. Confidence is about believing in your ability to do something, while self-esteem is about your overall sense of worth. You can be confident in your ability to do a task, but still have low self-esteem.
That's a great point, David. Self-esteem is about how you value yourself as a person, regardless of your accomplishments or failures. It's about recognizing your own worth and accepting yourself for who you are.
Exactly. And just like confidence, self-esteem can be developed and strengthened. Here are a few tips for boosting your self-esteem. Focus on your strengths. What are you good at? What do you enjoy doing? Make a list of your strengths and focus on those. Challenge negative thoughts. When you have negative thoughts about yourself, challenge them. Ask yourself if they are really true. Are you being too hard on yourself? Practice self-care. Take care of your physical and mental health. This includes eating healthy, exercising, getting enough sleep, and doing things that you enjoy. Surround yourself with positive people. As we mentioned earlier, the people you spend time with can have a big impact on your self-esteem. Spend time with people who support you and make you feel good about yourself.
Great tips, David. And if you're struggling with low self-esteem, it might be helpful to talk to a therapist or counselor. They can help you identify the root cause of your low self-esteem and develop strategies for overcoming it.
Absolutely. Now, let's talk about a book that can help you on your journey to building confidence and self-esteem. Daring Greatly by Brené Brown is a fantastic read. Brown explores the power of vulnerability and how it can lead to greater confidence and connection.
I love that book. It's a great reminder that being vulnerable is not a weakness, but a strength. It takes courage to be authentic and open with others, but it's also the key to building genuine relationships and living a more fulfilling life.
Exactly. And speaking of vulnerability, let's talk about a common challenge that many people face: fear of judgment. It's natural to want to be accepted and liked by others, but sometimes the fear of judgment can hold us back from pursuing our goals or expressing ourselves authentically.
That's so true. The fear of judgment can be paralyzing. But it's important to remember that everyone feels this way sometimes. No one is immune to the fear of judgment. And the truth is, most people are too busy worrying about themselves to be judging you.
You're right, Sarah. It's important to focus on your own journey and not worry about what others think. And if you do find yourself worrying about judgment, try to remind yourself that everyone makes mistakes, and that's okay. It's part of being human.
And remember, you don't have to please everyone. It's impossible to be liked by everyone, and it's not even necessary. Just focus on being true to yourself and surrounding yourself with people who appreciate you for who you are.
Okay, Sarah, we've touched on how self-doubt and comparison can be confidence killers, and social media is a huge contributor to that. Let's talk about how social media can be both instructive and destructive when it comes to self-confidence. What are your thoughts?
You're right, David. Social media is a double-edged sword. It can be a fantastic tool for connecting with people, learning new things, and even finding inspiration. But it can also be a breeding ground for negativity, comparison, and unrealistic expectations.
Exactly. On the one hand, social media can be a great source of information and support. We can connect with people who share our interests, learn from experts in various fields, and even find communities that offer encouragement and accountability.
It's true. There are tons of amazing accounts and groups dedicated to personal growth, self-improvement, and building confidence. We can find tips, strategies, and even real-life stories from people who have overcome challenges and achieved their goals.
But on the other hand, social media can be a real confidence killer. We're constantly bombarded with curated images and stories that present an idealized version of reality. We see people's highlight reels, not their struggles, and it's easy to start comparing ourselves and feeling inadequate.
Absolutely. It's important to remember that what we see on social media is often a carefully constructed facade. People rarely share their failures or struggles, so we get a distorted view of what success looks like. This can lead to feelings of inadequacy and self-doubt.
So, how can we navigate this social media landscape in a way that's constructive and supportive of our self-confidence? What are some tips for using social media in a healthy way?
Here are a few ideas. Be mindful of the content you consume. Pay attention to how social media makes you feel. If you find yourself feeling envious, inadequate, or discouraged, it might be time to take a break or unfollow accounts that are contributing to those negative feelings. Focus on accounts that inspire and motivate you. Follow people who are doing things you admire, who share positive messages, and who offer valuable insights. Use social media for learning and growth. There are countless resources available online, from podcasts and blogs to courses and workshops. Use social media to expand your knowledge, learn new skills, and connect with experts in your field. Don't compare yourself to others. Remember that everyone's journey is different. Focus on your own goals and progress, and celebrate your own successes. Take breaks. It's important to step away from social media regularly and engage in activities that bring you joy and fulfillment.
Great tips, Sarah. And remember, social media is a tool, and like any tool, it can be used for good or bad. It's up to us to be mindful of how we use it and to make sure it's serving us, not the other way around.
Exactly. Social media can be a powerful force for good, but it's important to use it wisely and to be aware of its potential pitfalls. And remember, you are amazing just the way you are.
Well, that's all the time we have for today's episode. We hope these tips have been helpful. Remember, confidence is a journey, not a destination. Be kind to yourself, focus on your strengths, and don't be afraid to seek support when you need it. Until next time, stay confident and take care.